Alright, what's up, party people? I'm back. I'm back today with another reaction video. It's to another anime, but before we get into that, how are y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? You know, I don't know, maybe last week it was like, I don't know, I feel like everybody was pretty down. This week, everybody's been pretty up, I think, but how are y'all feeling? You know, some of y'all may be watching this in 2021. Some of y'all may be watching this in 2030. It don't matter when you're watching it. Just make sure y'all have a fantastic day. Yeah, just make sure y'all have a great day. Today, I'm gonna be reacting to the top 10 Fate fights. This one, in which I reacted to another top 10 Fate fights, but that was by another creator. This one's by a guy named Anaku or Ataku, something like that's his YouTube channel. Of course, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. But yeah, I'm excited for this one because actually, the first one that I watched made me want to watch the movies or the show or whatever. Cause I guess it's a lot of things. I guess it's like video games, book series, TV series, and movie series. So I wanted to start watching it, but before I wanted to watch it, somebody had commented to react to this, and this is supposed to be like a more updated version of the last one. So, you know, I want to watch the updated version real quick, get it out the way, and then, you know, I'll probably start watching it. But yeah, what anime are y'all watching right now? Because I'm currently on Baki, which Baki is like low-key crazy. That's neither here nor there. Review coming soon, probably, maybe. I don't know if I like it enough to do a review. Yeah, so we're going to get into the top 10 Fate fights, part 2, in 3, 2, 1.
Whenever you speak about anime fights, there's going to be at least one fight from any Fate series thrown around. And with the recent...
You know, that's crazy because I've never heard of this series. Like, I'm going to watch a top 10 anime fights and react to that and see if they have any Fate fights on there because I've, like, never seen this in any... I've never seen Fate in any compilation at all. Never even heard about it until somebody told me to react to it.
Release of the Spring Song movie, the visual quality of Fate fights got to a whole new level. So, since the main series is now over, it's time to take a look at 10 of the best fights in the Fate series. Okay,
bro,
from now
the
on,
animation on this is amazing.
Do the talking.
Rin versus Sakura.
Who cares about the Battle of Servants when you have two sisters trying to kill each other? Well, Sakura is the only one with the killing intention. But Rin had to be a drama queen and go on with a callous attitude just so she can prove her point. Technically, Heaven's Feel isn't the official route of Rin, but she handled herself well for a side character and even managed to win Shiro's affection.
I know this Sakura is better than the one in Naruto. That Sakura is trash.
Battle wasn't something much long.
Did y'all see the blade on that thing? That shit was tight. It was like crystal, but like, that shit was tight.
Like many other fights in the series, and it might just be Rin showing she's a badass when she has a knife in her hand. But this was a huge bonding moment for the two sisters, and the very final trigger to detach Sakura from the Angra Manu. Yeah, so technically Rin did most of the job.
That shit looked tight. Oh, fuck. Damn, did she kill her? Did she kill her? That would suck. Okay, this Cuticle... I'm gonna try to pronounce his name. Cuticle versus everyone. Let's see.
Who is the most cheerful and sexiest overpowered goddess of all time? That's Quetzalcoatl. We've got a lot of gods running around in Babylonia, but the one to triumph them all is the one and only Quetzalcoatl. She doesn't
niggas really put
challenge
versus
everyone, but
everyone. I wonder
all
what
of
that
them
entails.
to a one versus all fight that ends up with a lot of broken bones and ribs. And can we also take a moment to appreciate the choreography of the fight? It's got aero acrobatics, ground combat, fast moving cameras, all amalgamating into 2 minutes of jam-packed action that ends with placing Quetzalcoatl on the best girl list. If you are playing the mobile game, now you know which servant to choose for your next battle.
Bro, the production level on this show is crazy. That's just that's don't worry about that in the background. But the shit that the production level on this is crazy good. They must have a lot of money. There's no way. What the fuck? That looked like a real car.
Normally in anime chases, you get these blurry movements.
This was the one that was in the last video.
You get to witness a chase that
with
goes through
Silent
the road,
Assassin.
above
Is that his
the
name?
buildings, and into
Silent
the lake in
Death
all its
Assassin,
glory.
something.
Ufotable is known for its brilliant camera animation because of the unique way they combine traditional 2D animation with CGI, and the result looks absolutely amazing. We have seen Lancer in action a lot, so the main focus of this fight is Assassin, and he managed to shine the spotlight all on himself when he literally ripped the heart out of our favorite servant and fed him to the Holy Grail. What can I say? Lancer died, and you aren't human.
I guess Lancer dies. Spoiler.
Saber versus Lancer.
I think this one might have been in the last one too.
This may not be a visual spectacle, but what matters is the strategy. Without even knowing the story, you can tell this is a fight between two legendary heroes. There's the concept of chivalry going around too often. Both opponents are intelligent enough to predict each other's moves. And there's the subtle tension going around, urging you to...
See, with shows like this where there's so much fighting and the animation is so good, like the fighting animation is good. Oh, shit. I kind of get worried about it because is there a good storyline? Like, is the plot good? Because if you put all this effort into, you know, making it look good and making the fights look amazing. I mean, making the fights look good. It's like, do they have time to make a good storyline? Let me know. Like, is it a good storyline? Because I'm not really a fan of fighting that much anymore. Like, one of my favorite animes is Erased. So, like, I'm not the hugest fight fan, but I am like a huge fan of fighting with a good storyline. So, does it have a good storyline or is it just a whole bunch of brute shit?
So, what's going on next? In terms of tension, there are clearly many fights that can triumph this one, but this deserves a spot in my list purely due to the way it steps away from a traditional fight scene and implements more strategy to it. And don't forget, this is just Ufotable flexing their muscles. We always know what we get when they unleash their full power. Move away from the fights of the main
shit was
series
loud,
and take a
but
look at Fate Apocrypha.
Sig versus
Here,
Karna,
we've got
I
servants
think that's what it
divided as
said.
red and black, all fighting one battle royale to win the Holy Grail. And like all Fate storylines, in the end, the ones still standing strong in the game are the ones who are powerful. This means that you get the best of the fights later in the series, and I'm happy to say they didn't disappoint us with the Sig versus Karna fight. This wasn't something done by Ufotable, but you can tell it matches the animation style of it all. The animators also made sure to combine their own unique style to the fight to make it more interesting. Even though Sieg was destined to triumph in this one,
These graphics are insane.
Because he was my favorite. But he didn't have the power of being the main character, so his powers had to take a back seat.
I kind of wish they had the subtitles down there so I could see like what he's saying. Oh wow, this is only number 5. On the last one, this fight was number 1. So I don't know. This list honestly, this list is looking better than the other one though. Just based off like the fights and the aesthetic of the fights, it's like it's blowing the last one out the water.
In an anime about servants, we have a fight between humans. In a story about holy grails and magic, we have a lesson in nature. Gen Urobuchi weaved an epic moral drama by combining ancient heroes with modern humans, and the climax of the story was between the two main agents of the war. One is an assassin blinded by a false ideal. The other is a crazy priest who finds great satisfaction in the most bizarre things. This fight resembles the Kakashi vs Obito fight, but with guns. There are no conversations, no subtle wordplay, no backstories of any sort. It's just two guys punching the hell out of each other via a complex magic system. From the start of the fight to Kiritsugu's ending bullet, everything was perfectly choreographed, and to this day, this is still one of the greatest fight scenes in the Fate series.
See, that was kind of weird. As you can see, I'm like a huge, that's my favorite fight in anime history. So the reason why I say that's like weird that he said that is because I feel like the reason why the Obito and Kakashi fight was so good is because it was like hand-to-hand combat. So when you throw in guns in there, it's like, I don't know if it takes away from it, but it does look like it is a Kakashi and Obito like setting. You know how they were in Kamui? That white background kind of looks like Kamui a little bit to me. I can definitely see the potential in it being compared to Kakashi and Obito.
Berserker is one hulking giant who is good at screaming and smashing things. And how can one human handle against the man who completed the 9 tasks of Hercules? With the 9 lives blade works, of course, the Heavens Feel route was what gave Shido the most amount of character development. And with character development also came some overpowered abilities to take down giants single-handedly. Since you first of all got tons of movie budget, they weren't picky in spending the cash. So in return, we got this one gorgeous fight scene where Shido takes down one of the strongest Greek heroes with his own weapon. Berserker got defeated for a second time in the Heavens Feel franchise. So sorry, Mr. Hercules. Seems like you didn't land on the healthiest route.
Bro, the animation is amazing. Like, oh my god. This may have been in the last one too.
The two servants with the most rotten mouths go into a fight, and in return, you get a visual spectacle. Even though people are speaking a lot about other fights, I feel like this one isn't discussed very much in the community. If you judge by the name and think this is a fight between a guy with a bow and a guy with a lance, well, you're sorely mistaken. Think again.
Wow, that's crazy.
So what's the secret of this fight? Magic, animation, noble phantasms. Boy, there's a whole lot going on here. Both the servants unleashed their best attacks, and Ufotable didn't forget to complement all of that with their superb animation. Archer and Lancer gave us one hell of a showdown, and their fight was one of the best anime fights I've ever seen. Saber was a badass back when she was a normal servant, but her alter form takes things a step further and doesn't forget to land nukes with each of her attacks. That was only one major fight scene in the second Heavens Feel movie, so Ufotable made sure to land more than half of the budget into this one fight scene. And needless to say, the output was epic, cinematic, and mind-blowing. Normally, the servant, to intimidate the audience in a fight like this, would be Berserker, but Saber Alta had this aurora around her that foreshadowed her victory at the end of the fight. Her power levels had also grown in a drastic amount, as I mentioned. Instead of the Excalibur, she has the Excalibur Morgan. Or should I say the full chance? Hammer of the Vile King. Overturn the Aurora. Swallow the Light. Excalibur Morgan.
Where do they get their funding from? God damn. Oh, this definitely wasn't number one on the last one.
Fate fights can go back up to 15 years, but never in those 15 years have we witnessed something like this. Like most anime fight scenes, the stakes and visuals are what keeps the audience gripped. But this time, the stakes are amplified and the visuals have reached a whole new level. Yes,
a whole new level.
An entire country from the budget allocated for these visuals alone. Ufotable gave their best
bro, this
final
is crazy
project, and this fight is the best example of it. There are multiple noble phantasms flying here and there, and each character got a moment to shine during the fight.
I'm sitting here thinking, oh, Demon Slayer visuals are fucking top notch, which, I mean, they're okay compared to this. This shit is like, this is crazy.
It was rather tragic to see Saber being one of the final villains in this specific fate route. But on the other hand, we got to see Ryder and Shiro trusting each other and using powers to their highest potential. I don't know about you, but this is the most visually stunning fight I've ever seen in any anime so far, and I challenge you to prove me wrong.
I don't think I can.
So there goes the best fate fight scenes of all time. The Heavens Feel trilogy brought tears to our eyes with its animation and visuals, and I'm here lamenting about how the original Fate series has ended now, forever. But I'm gonna keep my hopes up, and so should you. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you get an update every single time we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was fire. That was fire. I mean, the animations were good, were amazing. The graphics were good. Like I said, I don't know too much about the storyline, but honestly, with animation like that, like, you don't even really need a good storyline. Like, it could easily just be one of those animes that you watch just because it looks nice. But as far as the video, like, I think he did a great job narrating, you know? And I like how he kind of, like, he didn't spoil everything. Some of them would be like, he'll leave you like on a little cliffhanger, which really made me want to watch it even more. But thank you guys for recommending this, because this shit was fire. And I'm gonna try to watch it soon once I finish the other one that I'm on, and once I can find out how to watch it. But thank you guys for watching. Oh, one more thing, we also have another channel, which the link will be in the description below. If you're interested in, you know, like current events or just learning about things, learning about becoming enlightened or whatever. Not saying that we're like enlightened ones, but you know, if you're interested in learning more, then yeah, just click on the link in the description. It'll take you to the other channel. We got a video up right now. We might have a couple videos up by the time this goes up. Thank you guys. Sorry this was a long one.
That's what she said.
But you feel me? It's a long video to react to. Thank you guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share it, do all that fun stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.